So today we're totally going to talk about this super tragic event that happened at the Ground Self-Defense Force shooting range in Gifu Prefecture. 3 members were killed or injured, and no one really knows why it happened. The chief of staff held a press conference and was all serious, saying they're going to do everything to find out what went down. I'll be giving you all the deets, so please stay tuned, okay? Thank you so much. At the Ground Self-Defense Force shooting range in Gifu City, Gifu Prefecture, more than a month has passed since 3 members were killed or injured in a shooting incident, but the clear purpose of the sudden violent act by the arrested 18-year-old male member has not been revealed. The obtained fire department's radio records reveal the tense situation at the scene at the time of the incident. On June 14, 2023, the Gifu City Ground Self-Defense Force Hino Basic Shooting Range turned into a horrifying scene where 2 people died and 1 was seriously injured. Immediately after the incident, the fire department's radio records were obtained through a public information request. Report Emma Forces from Self-Defense, a member fired during training. There are injured people. The report to the fire department from the Self-Defense Forces was around 9:15 a.m. The records include intense exchanges with the dispatch paramedics, Gifu City C Department A Fire Headquarters. To all teams dispatched to Hino South 9 Chom shooting range from Gifu Fire Department sending the situation. 1 person fired about 5 shots randomly during shooting training, and there are 3 injured people. Furthermore, contact with 110 has been made. Regarding the perpetrator of the shooting, he is currently subdued. The word random shooting was repeated in the conversation. The fire team leading the scene in this extraordinary situation. The action policy will be to enter after reconfirming the safety of the scene. And they arrived at the scene about 12 minutes after the report. There are 3 injured people. 3 ambulance teams are required. The 3 members who were shot were transported one after another. It looked tense outside. Q. Were there screams? Nearby resident. I heard something like, "Hey!" and "Hurry up!" followed by, "Find the AED." An 18-year-old male member fired an automatic rifle during live fire training. Lance Corporal Kosuke Yashiro, 25, and First Sergeant Yashiro Kikumatsu, 52, were killed. Lance Corporal Yusuke Hara, 25, was seriously injured. A female acquaintance mourns, unable to read the line message. After the incident, a woman who was close to Yashiro responded to an interview. On the day of the incident, she sent a message to Yashiro right after seeing the news. "Kosuke, are you okay? I saw the news today. It was terrible. When you calm down, please read this, at least." At that time, she did not yet know that Yashiro was the victim, a female acquaintance close to Yashiro. I kept not getting a reply, and then his name came out the next day. I was shocked and surprised by the sudden news. I can't find the words, but since he didn't reply, I guess that's it. I'm sorry, and I wonder why. I can't accept it. Why he became a victim. That why has not been clarified even a month after the incident. The 18-year-old arrested remains silent after meeting with a lawyer. The 18-year-old male who is suspected of murder against Yashiro and Kikumatsu and attempted murder against Hara. According to investigators, although he confessed to the crime immediately after being arrested at the scene, he has since turned to silence after meeting with his lawyer. The male had been waiting in the shooting range and loaded ammunition into the automatic rifle on his own, then shot Yashiro, who tried to stop him. He is then believed to have successively fired at Kikumatsu and Hara, who were at the rear as ammunition handlers. The 3 were not in a direct supervisory position to the man, but regarding the reason for the shooting, the man reportedly confessed immediately after the incident that he wanted to take the gun and ammunition outside. And I thought Yashiro was obstructing my actions when he said, "What are you doing? Stop it!" and shot him. Furthermore, according to people involved, although he named Yashiro during questioning, he referred to the other 2 as people who were at the ammunition depot. It is believed that he may not have recognized the 2 ammunition handlers, but regarding shooting them, he reportedly stated that he felt provoked because they neither raised nor lowered their hands and stayed as they were. The man's siblings describe him as kind and someone who helps when in trouble. Why did he suddenly resort to violence? In an interview, the arrested man's siblings described him as not being violent. Man's siblings. Is it good to say that he is kind? He helps if you're in trouble. Q. Was there any violent aspect? Man's siblings. No. Q. Fighting, etc. We are siblings, so I think it's normal. When we were kids, I roughly remember the cause of the fights and the fact that we fought, but not the details. Q. Were there any physical fights? There were no physical fights. Q. Have you ever seen him being violent? I've never seen him being violent. Why the self-defense forces, which he admired? The motive for the crime still remains unseen. Before joining, the man had lived in a child welfare facility away from his parents' home. A classmate talks about the man's upbringing, elementary to high school classmate. He moved away when we were going into our second year of junior high. I didn't really hear the circumstances, like why he transferred. During high school, he was raised or taken care of by foster parents. There are also testimonies that it was a complicated family environment, but in high school, he served as the president of the broadcasting club and showed an active side. Here's the translation. Elementary to high school classmate. He was a mood maker and had a cheerful vibe. I didn't really see any dark side to him. He was basically like a bright character. That boy strongly idolized the self-defense forces. Elementary to high school classmate. He said he wanted to become a self-defense forces member. From the time he entered his third year of high school, he was doing various studies for those kinds of exams. We even went to visit the barracks together. It seemed like he was quite interested and enjoying it. A month after the incident, on July 14th, many people, including the families of the deceased servicemen, visited the shooting range where the incident took place, offering flowers. Relative of Yashiro Kunosuke. Because it's sad, because it's lonely, because it's painful. Why did the young man, who was so enamored with the self-defense forces, commit this heinous act? The truth is not clear, as he is believed to continue to remain silent. However, in the immediate investigation following the incident, the young man reportedly said, "I thought I would do it today." The top officer of the Ground Self-Defense Force, Chief of Staff Yasuomi Morishita, held an emergency press conference at the Defense Ministry in Ichigaya, Tokyo, on the afternoon of the 14th. With a grave expression, he said, "This is a situation that should never occur in an organization that uses weapons. We will make every effort to investigate the cause and prevent recurrence." "I'm truly sorry," Chief of Staff Morishita said, pursing his lips and bowing deeply with a stern expression. The investigation into the cause of the Ground Self-Defense Force helicopter accident in Miyakojima, Okinawa last April, in which 10 people were killed, is still underway. For the Ground Self-Defense Force, which handles weapons, both are extremely serious, he said, apologizing once again. Regarding the background and circumstances of the incident, such as troubles or interpersonal relationships, he repeatedly stated that they were unclear and not understood. He appeared to be disturbed, stammering as he began to say, "I pray for the souls of the deceased," and repeating the same words twice. The ground staff office of the Ministry of Defense was abuzz as members scrambled to coordinate with Gifu Prefectural Police and gather information, hurrying in and out. One executive lamented, "We educate about the dangers of guns over and over again, almost to the point of being excessive. What on earth could have happened for something like this to occur?" Hey guys! Thanks a bunch for sticking with me all the way to the end. Sharing all the details about this super sad incident means a lot, and knowing what really happened is totes important for preventing future problems. Let's keep an eye on this together, okay? See you next time for more chit-chat. Bye-bye!